Whoosh! Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Him storyline that I just thought of yesterday when I was making the first What If. If you haven't seen it, it was called What If Deku Lost His Humanity side. So, not that one, this one. So, yeah. So now we're into the What if Deku was a pirate king? Or no, pirate captain. And yes, he will have like a powers of infinity, zero, and the entire like all the power in the world. Like basically he has the power of ships, basically that allows him to become a ship. Like his body is a ship to like and hold people in. He also has the like treasure finder power, so he can sense treasure from the entire world. And plus, so now let's begin before I go on and on about his powers. So everybody, or let's start with the past, like the pirate era. So Zuko was, or no, Captain Zuko was respected as a pro, or like he's a navigator, he's a captain, he has many fields of advantages. And yeah, on his cruise ship and with his he also had his own crew, and everyone respected him. Like the entire world respected him. Because no one actually knows his true name. His full name is actually called Captain Zuko Midoriya. Yeah, that's his name. They all called him Captain Zuko, or Captain. And they got into a lot of pirate battles, and yeah, because of, yeah. But one day, so his crew was killed, or actually died from natural cause, like old age. And because he kept his crew alive so many times, they just died from old age. Yeah. So when he parked his ship to with all of his treasure in a secret cave, only person that knows it is himself. So when he died, time skipped to the future, where we will begin. So, make sure that you guys could hear me. So yes, so Inko and Shashi were, let's say, like poor, but they live in a hotel. Oh, and so, and gosh dang it, I forgot to say something before this video. I will add zooming into this what if, so that's what I forgot to say. So so Zuko and so Inko and Nasashi were like, our luck needs to be like boosted. So then they had kids, and Zuko Midoriya, that's what they'll just call him. He's not a Captain Zuko Midoriya because, yeah. He's the reincarnation of Captain Zuko Midoriya. So, yeah. So then after, like, so at age of 3, or actually at age of 4, after he goes, or Zuko and Zumi goes to the Quark Doctor, and Zumi, or actually the Quark Doctor tells Zumi that she has quirk, and she can become a hero. And you, Zuko, you do not have a quirk, and you should not be. Yeah. And plus, so when Zuko tells, so after his parents abandon him, he's all alone in this world. As he looks up towards the skies, because the Captain Zuko has a special ability, or should I say special connection to the sky. Yeah, the sky basically told him, "You're reincarnation of Captain Zuko." So, and I forgot to mention that when they were age of 2, I forgot to mention when they were, because of these, I just wrote it down in the script thing, where when they were at age 2, whoever finds the treasure or treasure ship basically will become a millionaire. As most people like Inko or Sashi had like dollar signs over their eyes, like how Mina is, or no, not me, Nami is. Sorry, I keep saying Mina. As but everyone looks high and lows, and they could not find it. It doesn't exist, as they thought that they were pulling their legs. But then, but the only person that do know where it is was actually Zuko Midoriya himself, as he listens to. So when he goes, as he had a photographic memory thing, Zuko just straight up could, as he finds his own ship, still looks beautiful as ever, as Zuko says. As he walks up on board, as Zuko was the only one that knew where the location's at. As Zuko shows up and sees his dead relative. Basically, the stories that are made up in fiction turns out to be real. Yeah. So Zuko was like, I still look good, even if I'm dead. As because Zuko was the reincarnation, he still has the same memories as his previous life, like his past life. So, yeah. So basically, it went from beautiful big ship to looking like a ghost pirate ship. As Zuko was basically the equivalent. As Zuko comes on, as he doesn't need the greed or hatred. As he did remove the dead bodies of his old crew, because into their coffins, as he has so when he found the gold, he found a coin, or he looked down, he found a coin. It was called Coin of Luck. Whoever holds it or wields it can basically be the most luckiest person in the entire world. And he doesn't need greed or hatred. So, as he grabs a treasure chest, as he walks up, because he knows where his parents are at all times. So Asashi and Inko were like, as he knocks on the door, as Asashi was like, or actually Inko answers the door, or Asashi does, as Zuko, as she looks out at him. Zuko, or son, how did you find your way back? Well, I brought you something. Then, as he looks in back of Zuko, as they're like, wait, that's a treasure chest. Zuko, where did you find it? I just was walking around, and I came across it. And as so when they opened it, it was full of goods and like basically the coins and money and diamonds, real diamonds. As everybody, as Zuko was basically, he wasn't heartless. As when, of course, Inko and Asashi can't believe that their son just randomly found it. And they're like, man, you're back in the family. So, yeah. So then as he made a promise, he did keep his promise. So a time skip to 15. And Zumi ends up goes to UA, and she's on recommendation. So basically, she does go, or she gets accepted to UA, and she has One for All with her original quirk. And so, yeah. But she doesn't know that her brother found the gold thing. And he didn't rob the bank, or, like I said, I walked around and randomly found it. And Zuko was, he wasn't greedy. He was just like, here you go. As the so Zuko was basically the only one that knew where it was. So now another time skip, because Zuko goes to the quirkless school, or rich quirkless school, where no one knew how he's getting lucky. As he has a coin in his backpack that allows him to basically do luckiest stuff. Like, he's getting super lucky. So then in the time skip to All Might vs. All for One, because I'm not going to go super detailed. And how long has this video been? Not very long, apparently. So, yeah, Zuko ends up, All Might was down, but not out. And All for One's about to shoot a beam of light. But before he says, you know why the Captain Zuko isn't dead, actually. What do you mean? He's been reincarnated as a different person that I'm trying to look for. As Zuko. So, any last words? As Zuko, or as All for One shoots a beam of light, as Zuko comes in, as, yeah, he basically took a shot, as he's doing that kind of pose, nothing happened kind of pose. And Zuko was pretty tough. As he says, you threatened my friend's favorite idol. No one can. As the same aura that's radiating off of Zuko's body was similar to the Captain Zuko. As All for One looks at Zuko. Oh, where is that picture? All for One looks at Zuko with a smile as he just now found it. Zuko Midoriya, or should I say, because you're the reincarnation of, you're the Captain Zuko, whom, yes, as everyone's shocked, but the guy who, or the reincarnation's name, or his real name, as Zuko says, his real name was actually called Captain Zuko Midoriya, actually, as that's his true name. As everyone's eyes, when everyone heard that guy's true name was, they could not believe it. They could not believe that this kid is a long lost, yeah, it's like a ghost. That's what they saw. But when they saw, or when they told, or when they got told that the stories about there was a well-respected dude that was, his name was Captain Zuko. But then when that's what they always got told in stories, that the about that. But when they heard the guy's true name, then everyone can't even, yeah, a crowd of people trying to find this, that's stupid. So when even Toga and Dobby were so surprised about when they actually heard the true name of it. As Zuko's body starts to turn into a more he turns into adult version with white hair, blue and red eye, the one that you see on your screen. But he has, as Zuko Midoriya evolved into a Captain Zuko Midoriya. As he says, that's actually my true name, actually. Rest of you called me Captain Zuko. But in reality, I'm Captain Zuko Midoriya. And even when Asashi, Inko, Zumi were like, at this point, they went from, like, oh, this kid, well, we need to abandon him, to, what the heck? And as everyone can't even believe it. Like, everyone and looks at Zuko. And when they did, I'm trying to find the stupid image of the entire crew. Even the brainwashing dude was even shocked. As everyone was like, oh crud, the legend was true. I've been reincarnated as Zuko Midoriya. As everyone, even All Might was so, like, shocked that even when they saw what Zuko is capable of, they were, so he was like, what? So all this time you were Zuko, or Captain Zuko Midoriya? Yes, or Zuko Midoriya the entire time? Yep. This nutcase is gonna be dealt with. As he pulls out his sword, the legend, as All Might can't believe, because in this alternate timeline, pro heroes popped out of nowhere, and everyone wanted to be just like what Zuko or Captain Zuko is. As All for One was like, so All for One was in his prime, first of all, I forgot to mention. And when he saw his favorite idol standing right before him, he was like, he had tears coming down his face. He had, like, tears coming down his face. He had his favorite idol, and All for One, and just walked right up to him, but instead of stabbing him with his fingers or hand, he just, like, he pulled out a paper or picture of Captain Zuko's, it was his old photo, as he wanted to get his, like, he wasn't a devil, he was, instead, he's a fanboy, so he wrote down, as Zuko, Captain Zuko was actually, so, as All for One knew it was actually true. He's the reincarnation. So when Zuko told All Might that, all right, let's get this entire thing, shall we? And so many people asked him, hey, Captain Zuko Midoriya. They actually use his true name. And as Nezu even was like, hey, Zuko, or Captain Zuko, can you teach us how as everyone wanted the autograph with Zuko Midoriya. And Zuko was like, oh, crud. So now they all know that he's a reincarnation of Zuko. As he tells All Might that because stories of him disappearing, when he told All Might that reason why they, or because he actually told him the story about you're a legend and people thought you got killed on a battlefield. No, I died from old age. Natural causes. But before I died, I hid my ship away. And I used my own power, however, to transfer or do reincarnation into like some other, like reborn as a new person. So, when All Might heard earn that, as he's like, man, so you're saying Zuko, or Captain Zuko, or that your crew died and you're the only one? Yeah. As Zuko remembers where he marked the stupid thing. So when he basically hired, so when he came back to his ship was still there. As Zuko walks up on the steps again, as Zuko, who's going to be him, as he puts his hand on the ship, as many ghosts of his dead, crew was forming around him, as they weren't blaming him for anything. But they saw him as so they all went to heaven, and yeah. So yeah. So a ghost girl that was a navigator thing. Actually, before she went up to heaven, she kissed him right on the lips. Because of in the past, she actually loved him, and they actually had a son, and that was basically a cycle of life, as he takes as he tells the ship that he will mean, as Zuko carries his own dead body, puts it in a coffin as he closes his hands, as he did, as the Class 1A and Zumi, Bakugo, and Class 1B helped him move his his old crew's dead bodies. As to clean his ship up, as he remembers every secret passage and every secret, as he didn't clean it out. He just, as he lifts the boat up out of the water. As everybody is honored to see, or they're shocked when they saw the boat was, as the Zuko basically took off his own hat, put it over his own heart, as he's honoring those, as he sat down home, and he sang a song that he always likes to sing to them. That because it was one of his specialties. So when he sang the thing to them, his own pirate song, it's like the brook hooks is like how he sang his song, but Zuko's was a little bit more kinder, like a little bit more soothed tone, so soothed that even as everyone was hearing it, and they never knew that he could play the song. Because, yeah. So when his past lives, his kids heard this song, they immediately knew that, because it was their lullaby song and as their son was, when they saw how he's been, that's Captain Zuko who playing the song. As Zuko, whom after he was done and with the song, he gets up. He did put a violin away perfectly, as he's like, and everyone was like, everyone had, like, when they heard his music for the first time, they all were like, they all had, hold on. So basically, anime Love Eyes, basically, they all had, and when they were, that's what they looked like. So when everyone heard that, they were like, because as every girl that walks up to him, like, they literally walked up to him, and it was like his own personal fangirl stuff. Ochako, Momo, Mina, like the rest of them. As when everyone loved that music. And his children's is like future kids that listen to it were actually, they have not met their actual mothers. Or no, I meant their actual like relatives. So listening to them actually, so the Inko and the Sashi became the, as instead of Zuko and so Ochako and was like dating him because her parents even were like, man, you still have a shot at this. As Ochako gets married to Zuko, and of course her parents did and get like they're so happy to have Zuko around because when Zuko told him, or when his thing, or when his future, or so his, basically because his reincarnation, he saw his grandkids, like super future grandkids thing, and he spends time with them. He could either be called Captain Zuko Midoriya or Zuko Midoriya, or Deku for short. As Bakugo was like, think, as he went from being, so So when both, as Zuko who tells them that or that if he dies, then he'll reincarnate into or reborn as a new person. With all this power. As Zuko, or as people, radio stations, and news companies hearing Zuko, whom actually basically the music people wanted to record his music for the future generations to come. So he does that for them. As he was so kind to others that even people were like, yeah, yo ho ho, yo ho ho, as he starts singing. And everyone was like, when he became both a pirate because of he also inherits that legacy, but not out of greed or hatred, or because his pirate or his hero name is called Captain Zuko of the Pirates. Or Pirate Zuko, should I say. As, Zuko was, as everyone gave him the pro-hero name of Captain Zuko, So, because he inherits his old life's legacy, so then, So then, yeah. And do you want me to do a pirate voice of yar har har, shiver me timbers? So, peace out. And please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and have a good night or day, depending on the time zones. We all like ya on this channel. So, peace.